Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. All right. Well, I literally just did a video on Trump's poll numbers and how that would impact his future. Trump apparently posted like 25, 30 posts in a 30-minute period on Truth Social today. Bunch of memes and things along those lines. Desperately, there is an absolute air of desperation coming from him. One quick little comment I heard or read was Trump was he's used to leading in the polls. He doesn't quite, and he's comfortable there, but he doesn't know what to do when he's behind. And so, literally throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks. His nicknames that he usually throws on people aren't sticking on Kamala. His criticisms and his mean-spirited comments aren't sticking on Kamala or Tim Walz. So, his bag of trick, because he doesn't have many, they're not working in this case, which means that he now has to get innovative and clever and think on his feet. Not concepts that are normally associated with Donald Trump on his best days. And he's well past his best days. I was commenting on his poll numbers. As his poll numbers drop and there's more separation with Kamala ahead, he's going to do more and more desperate things, trying to steal the narrative back. And last week, he tried to grab the narrative by saying the debates were off. He was going to debate Kamala. Well, now, then he said, well, we'll do it on Fox News. And if she shows up, great. If not, that's the only one she's doing. Forget her. Now he's announced that he's agreed to do debates on Fox, ABC, and NBC. Fox on like the 4th, ABC on the 10th, and then NBC's like on the 18th or something like that. They're all about a week apart. Of course, Fox News would be first, right? Now, I cannot find any reporting that says that Kamala Harris has agreed to the Fox or the NBC debates. I think the news that broke said that Harris and Trump both agreed to the ABC one, but I haven't seen any reporting confirming that she's going to do the other two. So there is that. I don't necessarily have a problem with her going on Fox in a stadium filled with Trump supporters where they can shout her down. Just don't make it the first debate. Let America go out there. Let America see the difference, the stark difference between the two of you on a neutral platform like ABC. And then, if you want to go out and go into the lion's den on Fox, then that's your decision if you want to do that or not. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but maybe Kamala Harris is up for the challenge. I don't know. But the part I want to take home here is Trump's poll numbers are down and he's panicking. And he backed away from the debates, and now he wants the debates again because he's doing something, anything, trying to change the news cycle on Kamala Harris. So let's take a look at these debates and see if we're going to get debates going on, and then we can see if the Fox News debate actually takes off. I don't think anybody really cares if there's an NBC debate. If you get ABC or NBC, I'm sure you're fine with either because they should be fairly neutral. The Fox News, is going to be biased as all get out. And again, I would not let him lead off with Fox because he'll do the Fox one and then say, I don't need to debate anymore. Okay, so come on down. Let's look at the energy around what's the energy around Trump with regards to these debates. Why all of a sudden is he changing his mind? Entertainment purposes only. The Hanged Man, here he is changing his mind, a new perspective. Why? What's challenging this? Why would he change his mind? 3 of Wands. The election is coming up. It's coming up in less than 3 months, or approximately 3 months. And She's sitting in the catbird seat. It's all Kamala all the time. And she's gaining momentum. Did you see the videos of their, I think it was the Georgia rallies, where they're panning and scanning around the venue? Both Trump and Kamala Harris were in the same venue, different nights. And Kamala Harris's, I believe it's the one with Megan Thee Stallion as one of the performers there, the whole thing was packed, upper bowl and lower bowl. And Trump, the upper bowl was empty, and the lower bowl was mostly populated. So, and you know, Trump's got this thing about crowd sizes and polls, and she's beating him in the polls, and there's the crowd size, and the crowd's alive and energetic. Did you see the video of J.D. Vance giving his VP speech the other day? It looked like the Four Seasons fiasco with Rudy Giuliani. You know, there were more reporters than there were attendees at this thing. It was, you know, it was a mess. Talk about lack of enthusiasm. And even on the pan and scans of the Trump versus Democrats in Georgia, the Democrats, there's a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and Trump's they're kind of meh. I also watched I think it was their Detroit or their Pennsylvania or Detroit rally. I don't know which it was. Sorry, I didn't look at the location. Where the crowd is chanting, you know, what is democracy? And then they're replying back with like 5 or 6 words. I'm forgetting the actual chant here. Here, wait, let me take a look. My apologies. I just looked on my phone. I couldn't find it. If I do find the chant, I'll throw something up at the community page. But it was impressive to see that many people chanting. And it's not just 3 words like lock him up or build the wall. It was a full response with 6 words, 7 words. A sentence, you know. Sentences. Who knew? Donald Trump might know about sentences, but not in this manner that he's thinking of. Okay, so Trump, looking at things from a new perspective, he's got to do something different. The elections are coming, and it's all Kamala all the time. Coming on 3 weeks of nothing but Kamala news. In the past, the temperance card. Trump has, you know, again, before Biden stepped out, Trump was doing great, and you know he beat Biden popularity-wise in that debate, mostly because Biden was low energy and reporting facts, and Trump was gaslighting and making stuff up and talking very loudly. So he's been kind of sitting on his laurels, and then he's been trying to figure out, and I think what we're getting down to, he's trying to figure out the magical concoction to defeat Kamala Harris. And so far, he's got nothing to put in the apple. No poison to put in the apple yet. Snow White is A-OK. Current situation, 5 of Cups. Trump is upset because he's got all these concoctions here and nothing's working, and he's running out of time. Additionally, with like these 3 cups, everything that was going great for him between the assassination attempt and the RNC and announcing J.D. Vance and stuff like that, they've all fallen flat. There's been no bump in his poll numbers. He's running out of time. He's got to do something. And here's the thing. Again, Donald Trump is not a man with a lot of arrows in his quiver. He's got a few tools in his tool chest, and he's used all of them. And none of them are working. Overarching energy is the 7 of Cups. He's looking for the answer. You know, it's illusions, delusions, lack of integrity, not being able to take, he can only look at the good, he can't take the bad. But this is like literally looking at all these cups. He's trying to come up with his poison. None of the poison works. And he's going to the shelf looking for the magical elixir, the potion that's going to deliver this victory to him. He can't find it. It's not there. And I guess he's thinking, you know, again, with his poll numbers down, he's thinking, well, you know, maybe I could do a debate. Maybe I can swing this. If I debate her, you know, nobody expected anything out of me with Biden. and I proved him wrong, I can, spin the big wheel. I'll just do what I normally do. I'll just make stuff up. And, I won't get fact checked, so everything will be fine. Outcome is the Eight of Wands. Things happening quickly. Certainly announcing these 3 debates was quick. It's also broadcasting over the airwaves, which he just did, saying that he wants to have 3 more debates on here. I'm going to say at least 1 debate goes off. Maybe he wants all 3. He might get 2. 3 are down. He might get 2. That could be it as well. That's the energy around Trump with this. He's desperate. He is desperate. He ran out of... He's got one of the shortest runways in the world. And he's got a lot of baggage. A lot of junk in his truck. Boy, am I coming up with the metaphors here, aren't I? That's a real short pier he's about to take a long walk off of. Oh my. All right. Will the ABC debate take place? And after the ABC debate, we'll do the Fox News debate. Will the ABC News debate take place? Again, from what I could tell from what I read, it implies that both sides have agreed to do ABC on September 10th. And I think that's a reasonable, even if I can't find the confirmation, that's a reasonable assumption. Because Kamala Harris never said she wasn't going to do the ABC September 10th debate. It was Trump that said he wasn't going to do it. Now Trump's saying it's back on. Funny, I thought he said he couldn't do it because he was suing ABC, and that's why he couldn't do it. It's funny how his excuses just evaporate when they don't serve him anymore. We notice it. I'm sure his flock of cult followers can't understand it, can't comprehend it, don't care. They're just too confused. What's the latest thing he said? Okay, I'm all for that. All right, ABC. Will the ABC one come off? The Devil card. It's almost like he's going to try and use this one holding hot. I was only going to do a 4-carder, but I think I'm going to do more with this one. 4 of Cups. Yeah, he's the one that's the problem with the ABC one, because he's going to start making demands. He wants changes. Like, you can't fact check me. You got to allow the crowd, Even though he's kind of agreed to it, I think he's still trying to work out specific details to give him an advantage. 3 of Wands. Okay, so it's one of the 3 debates. And again, opening, election day is coming in 3 months. You got to get moving. I could say in the past he wants the 3. This is probably the 3 debates he's asking for. And you got 1 poll with 2. And a hand on one of the polls. Let's just see how this goes. Current situation is the 10 of Wands. He's being a pain in the butt. He's making things difficult on everyone. Because, again, Donald Trump, his whole life, has been make an agreement and then change the parameters of the agreement at the last moment, counting on that people have all made commitments and they don't want to cancel something after they put all this time and energy trying to seal the deal. He has done this his entire life. That's pretty much his negotiation strategy, is always change things at the last minute in your favor. Unfairly in your favor, always. Overarching energy, I think, despite him being a pain in the butt, I think this debate will carry on. I think this one's going to grind forward here. The lesson to be learned is you're going to reap what you sow. I'm going to hope that this is for Donald Trump or ABC, but, for ABC, it's like, if you agree to all his changes, well, what you're going to have is a chaotic debate. Maybe ABC wants that. Maybe it'll be good for ratings if there's just a screaming match and it's a WWE event. The American public may not be so happy, but ABC will be happy. It'll be like a Jerry Springer episode. But this could also be for Donald Trump. If you're going to be a pain in the butt, things may not work out for you the way... This is like a little bit karmic justice. You reap what you sow. Out comes the 6 of coins. I think Trump is going to want concessions. I think they will grant him one concession. They will give him a pittance here. They'll concede something just to keep this thing going, because whatever they concede isn't that big of a deal. I don't know what that concession would be. I'm sure the big one that he wants is no fact-checking, real-time fact-checking, so he can just continue to lie. Now, it's funny because Kamala Harris might say, that's fine. You don't need to fact-check him, because she might do it herself. Just, with the standard line, everything he just said was a lie. None of that is true. Let me give you an example. He said this. That's not true. It's really this. And everything, and disprove something that he said. And then to say, that's one example here, or a couple of examples to show that that is patently false, and I could do the same for all his other statements. Here's really what's going on. Spend 2/3 of your time debunking him, and then 1/3 of your time getting to a short, quick answer to answer the question briefly. You don't have to provide many details, because he's not going to fact check you. He's just going to say, oh, you're lying. Because, he's 3. Okay. Looks like the ABC one will go off. Fox. Give me the energy of the Fox debate. Will this go off? Will it change times? Will it change channels? Tune in tomorrow. Tune in next week and see. Where's the Batman episodes when you need them? Fox debate. Page of Cups. This is a weird one. Immature, crazy, weird, unreasonable, not logical. Yeah. The Fox News debate is going to be a disaster show. Basically, for the Fox News debate, Trump is going to want everything in his favor. Has to be live with large crowd sizes. Only Trumpers are allowed in. You can't mute my microphone. There's going to be no fact checking. I get to talk over Kamala whenever I want to. I get to choose the topics and get to see the topics before they're asked, and I always get to go first. It's stuff like that. And I automatically win all debates. You have to declare me the winner at the end of the debates. And underneath it all is the Queen of Wands. It could be like Kamala Harris. The Fox debate doesn't go on if I don't show up. If I don't commit to it. You can ask everything under the sun. I don't negotiate with terrorists. This does not give me the warm fuzzies that she's thinking she's going to do the Fox debate. Certainly if it's not set up like this. In the past, you got the Tower card. Trump backing out of the debates, then saying that, he can't do the debate on ABC because George Stephanopoulos or whoever it wasn't going to be fair. And then, I can't do it because of lawsuits. I'll only do it on Fox, but it has to be, in an arena with 10,000 Trump supporters, and it's a week before, and if Kamala Harris wants to debate me, you have to debate me first here. I think also what happened was that when Kamala said, say it to my face, and he backed out, it didn't resonate. It did not resonate with his base at all. So now he has to try and save face. And save face he's trying. I'm morphing the reading here because it's almost like MAGA and QAnon, he has to convince them to show up. So he's got to get everything his way because when he backed out of the APC, when he killed himself here. Current situation, Knight of Swords, charging forward. Again, he's going to try and dictate all the terms. And it would be foolish for Kamala Harris to rush into this one without negotiations going on. Interesting. Overarching energy is the High Priestess. Again, talking about foolishness. It's about divine feminine wisdom. This could be, illicit secrets, but it's also wisdom. There's also some wisdom here. So she's not a dumb bunny. Right? No, even though Trump says she has a low IQ, because obviously he's the smartest guy in the room at all times, like really, really smart. Like his uncle was a teacher at MIT for the longest time ever, because everything's always that way. She actually controls everything. She doesn't have to show up. Got the ABC one committed. Queen of Pentacles. Lesson to be learned. If she sees value in it, sure, she'll come in here, but she's not going to give him everything he wants. And anything that he gets, she's okay with because she knows she can handle it. Outcome is judgment. Well, if she decides not to go, Trump is going to, signal to his masses, hey, she backed out, she chickened out. If she does go, he's going to try and get his message to his masses. We got the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups are the next cards here. I wasn't planning on throwing any more cards. Her, betrayals and keeping a lid on things. Keeping a lid on your emotions. It would almost be like if they agree to something, Trump won't follow the rules. He'll break them, and she'll just, she'll just be herself dealing with it. I'm going to ask straight up a four-carder. Is this one going to go off? Right now, the energy is not decided, is what I'm looking at that. The energy is not decided. If Trump, Trump's calling her out, that Three of Swords could just be, no, I'm not doing it. This would not be a fair debate. It's not even a debate. This would be I'd be the piñata, and you guys would be army sticks. Why would I show up for that? She's nobody's piñata. All right. Will the Fox News debate go off between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump? Will it happen? Four-carder. Three of Wands. It was one of the three debates. There were supposed to be three debates. It's the one Trump wants the most. There's a celebration. Maybe we do get all three debates. Four of Wands. Opening day. Welcoming in. Bringing it on. And the Knight of Cups. There is a distinct possibility this will go off. There might be, there might have to be a compromise that's made here. Maybe this will end up being the third debate of three instead of the first debate, because you can't trust Trump. Again, if you give him, if you have a punching contest to punch the other person as hard as you can, Trump will want to go first. He'll throw his punch and then he'll just run away. That's kind of how he is. He doesn't play fair. So, in order for this to come off, she'll agree to it, but it has to be the third debate. I don't think it'll be the first debate. She'll agree to it if it's the third debate. Bring it on. Anytime, anywhere. And Trump may agree to it. Maybe if it's the third debate, he figures that he can get that last push in there. But if it's a third debate, that means that he's had to suffer through an ABC and an NBC debate. Or maybe it's the third debate and they just do ABC and Fox News, and the first debate could be the Joe Biden debate. It won't go well. The debate against Kamala Harris is not going to go well. And then he'll have to load the deck for Fox. I'm really curious if there's a third debate. I mean, what would NBC do different than ABC or CNN? At least ABC's had a different candidate. NBC would be like a week later with the same candidates. It'd be like watching a rerun, sort of. I don't know. Anyways, we'll do more reading on this as August moves into September and we get closer, maybe we'll actually get some agreement and some dates, and then the energy will settle down. But thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.